Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Cody again. Today I'm going to be going over the liquidity pools. I'm going to be talking about how to add liquidity to these. Now, at this point, you should have already been able to add Matic, the Matic network, to either your MetaMask or whatever type of wallet extension you're going to be using. I'm going to be using just my actual desktop. I know that the mobile works pretty much exactly the same. If you're adding any RPCs or anything like that, meaning that you're adding like Matic or BNB network to your wallet. And so at this point, you should have already been able to kind of maybe bridge over these assets. If you haven't been able to, please go back and watch my earlier video. I kind of go into it a little bit about how to. This is the Polygon bridge, so I will include this in the description below, and then you can go ahead and swap these things over. Now, they do take some time, whether or not if I was providing Matic or not, or providing Ethereum and trying to bridge it over to Polygon. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact is whenever you are operating, again, when you're operating on Ethereum, you use Ethereum for gas. When you're operating on Matic, you're going to need Matic for gas. So just make sure you're topped off with a little bit of Matic. The fees on Matic are a lot smaller and they're a lot faster. So you're not going to be waiting around for an hour or whatever it is, and you're going to be paying like a fraction of a penny to be able to operate on these. So that's what's really great, and that's what really excites me about them moving over to the Polygon network in the meantime before ETH 2.0 comes out. So let's go ahead and let's look into this. I am going to be showing you guys some of the rewards, and again, this isn't I'm not going to be telling you exactly what I'm doing. I want you guys to develop your own opinion, and I want you guys to be able to, go in with an open mind and say, okay, this is what I think benefits me the most, and then you go ahead and do whatever you want. Again, this is there's some risk to it. However, some of the rewards, that's the reason why the rewards are there, is to offset those risks to a certain percentage, because no one can dictate the market. So the impermanent loss lingo that gets thrown around there, I know that everyone's kind of worried about that. However, whenever you actually really look at it and you do the math on all of it, depending on how much you're providing, yada, 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 it's all going to fit whatever you think works best for you. So at the end of the day, whatever makes you feel comfortable, then you go ahead and you do it. No one else has control of your money. That's the reason why it's so great for Telcoin, a non-custodial type thing. So you're the one that's in control. You're the one that is providing this. So keep that in mind. And as we go through it again, I hope to provide you a little bit more information. Again, today's July 7th, 2021. The liquidity mining has started. Yesterday was the AMA for anyone that may have missed it. A lot of great information, a lot of good milestones that have been hit since then. And I'm really looking forward to the future. It's looking like August timeframe is going to be when the application is released, so we can look forward to that. I'm kind of looking forward to this DFX stuff as well. I think that that's going to play a nice little role in there. So anyway, let's jump into it. So again, some of the markets that are, obviously that are going to be provided for, Tel rewards or just quick swap rewards in general. And I do have the page pulled up for anyone that hasn't seen it. Now, these are the rewards that have been given out as of today. Parker had sent these out in the Telegram chat. So you could see paid out on a weekly basis. Some of these other ones to where you may not be able to capture a huge amount of the pool. That's where the most rewards are at. So it's definitely understandable if someone else is willing to jump in other pools again, but the best ones are, they're there then, and I think it's kind of hard. Again, it's all based off what you think works best for you and how much you're willing to provide. But again, this isn't like any financial advice, and I highly recommend you just do research into it on how you think you should go about this. Again, I'll provide you all the tools, but just be careful. I want you to actually understand what you're getting involved with and realize that, there is gain. There's some good gain to be made, but there's also, there can be losses to be had as well. So you have to weigh those two options. Yesterday from the AMA, if you did miss it, Parker was saying that there will be other ways to, earn. So if you're not feeling comfortable with this, that by all means, that's totally fine. I'm just trying to give this information to the people that are wanting to, or if you're, wanting to learn a little bit more about it, then, I want to be able to provide that for you. So again, there will be other ways to earn in staking type features. So just keep that in mind. We can see a lot of different opportunities come in the, soon to near future. So the first ones we're going to go and jump with is I'll actually be providing some liquidity to this one, but it's only going to be like I don't know, like $10 worth. It's just to show you guys exactly how to do this. At this point, again, you should already be past bridging your tokens over from Matic, and you should be well on your way to getting this stuff done. So again, we're going to look at some of the pool analytics. We're just going to do 2 of them. And I'm only going to do it on the Quick, and I'm going to do it on the Wrapped Ethereum, and I'm going to do the same thing for the Liquidity, because I don't want to do this, I don't want to drag this out too long for you guys. So we can see yesterday in the AMA, Parker was talking about once they've reached that 5 million mark, that's whenever they become viable. Now, I don't know if that means that, these will be accessible by these, markets like telecoms or mobile money operators. I don't know if they'll be using it once it hits 5 million, or they're not going to be usable until the application comes out. So that's a little bit of a question that I still have in the back of my head that I'm going to have to, ask the team and see if they can get back to me. So just keep that in mind. We can see here the Wrapped Ethereum Intel price has already hit viability. So this is already, this one's already good to go. And then we will also see that, okay, cool. It actually did load. Okay, cool. So again, these are going to be rough drafts or just examples on what you can earn depending on what position that you're adding into the pool. So my example the entire time is just going to be 1 million Telcoin. So roughly about $22,000 worth. Again, when you're providing, you need to provide equal amounts. So if I'm providing $22,000 of Telcoin, I need to provide $22,000 of the other asset. So it's basically, it's like 100%, essentially. So here you can see that we would need to provide 41 Quick, and we need to provide, a million Telcoin, which is roughly about $44,000. You'll see that we get 1% of the pool, and I will include the links below because I know that everyone would like to know this. But let's go here. I got a percentage calculator all pulled up for you guys, and we can see that for that pairing. So the Tel Quick would be every week we'd get paid out 1 million Tel and 91 Quick. So let's start here and go, okay, well, you get that 1% of the pool, and you can see that, how much was it again? 91 Quick. Okay, so 91 Quick will be paid out, which will equal about 1 Quick, right? So we got the 1 Quick, and if you look at that, this is on a weekly basis, you would be getting $523 just for providing liquidity for 1. So this excludes the transactional fee, and then also excludes the Telcoin rewards that you'll be getting as well. So on top of that, let's go back to, we can kind of drop these down now because we don't need those. The 1%, we again will be getting 1% of, of 1 million Tel. So you will see that we'll be getting 11,100 of that. And if we take that to Tel, that's $245. So essentially you are making about $745 for providing $44,000 in liquidity, which isn't bad whatsoever. I think that's very reasonable, especially if you're just providing liquidity for others to use. And another thing to keep in mind that I didn't get a chance to say yet, but down here it says providing, by adding liquidity, you'll earn 0.25% of all trades on this pair proportional to your share of the pool. So 0.25% of all those trades, that includes in and out, you are earning based off of your share of the pool. So you would get 1% of that 0.25% of that transactional fee going in and out. So that's where you're kind of covering your impermanent losses. That's where people are kind of like, oh, well, what about if it just doubles in value? So if I held 1 million Telcoin and it doubles, in price, well, I just made $22,000 more dollars, where I made my 1 million's now worth 44,000 USD. So again, it's about weighing that. Which one do you think you feel more comfortable with? And it's totally understandable if you do not want to provide. I get it. There are risks, there are rewards, but they're out there. Another one that I do want to go over is with the Wrapped Ethereum as well. So let's go ahead and just do this. And again, I'm just doing this to show you guys a little bit of the math of it. You would need to provide 9.2 Wrapped Ethereum and that million Telcoin. And you can see that we'd get that 0.86% of the pool. And let's see here, for the Wrapped Ethereum, it is the same thing. So we would see that we are getting 8,600 there. which is about $190. And then if we're going off of that quick as well, which is 70 this time, you can see that the price for this one is a little different. So now we're only getting that 0.6. So we are dropping in the amount that we're going to be getting. So instead, would be if I'm providing from that one pool to the other pool, you can see that we're not getting as much money if or you're not receiving as much of a reward incentive if you're providing from this one if you would have been providing to the quick. So here's where I say you got to do a little bit of math and look at it and see what's the best overall, for you. However, again, this stuff is it can be risky, so just look at it, see exactly what you do. If you just want to hold, by all means, just hold. I totally understand that. Again, I have my feelings on it, and I'm not going to make that widely known, but I think that this stuff is good, and it can provide some additional income if that's what you're looking for. So what I want to jump to now is I want to be able to jump to adding this liquidity. So again, we're going to be providing that USDC and also the Telcoin. Again, at this point, you should already be on the Matic network with your assets bridged over, meaning that you have Telcoin bridged over to the Matic network already, and then you already have Matic within your wallet. And obviously, you already have the USDC that's on the Matic network. Again, you can just trade that once you're in there. You could probably just swap your Tel for a little bit of USDC, or if you're half and halving it, say if you pulled in pulled in 1 million Telcoin, you're like, okay, well, I'll just half it. I'll do 500,000 Tel, 500,000 USD, or not. It would be about $11,000 USD, sorry. And then you can do that. So again, let's go ahead and we'll just do the max on this. So we're providing that 473 Telcoin, and then also that $10.35 roughly USDC. So you'll see that we're getting like below 0.01%. Yeah, right here. So you can see my percentage on that, and then all you have to do is hit confirm. Again, this is mine right here. It's going to show it. It's like, okay, confirm. And if we want to, we can go view it on the block, explore. And usually this takes within a couple minutes. It's not really, it's usually pretty quick. Either way, that it's already been acknowledged that it went through. You're just waiting for it to catch up. It didn't actually, it showed up on my other screen. It should show up soon on here. So that's it. That's all you have to do. And so now it's pulled over here, and we can see that, okay, we provided that liquidity. And then anytime you want to take out, you would obviously just go to your pool, and then you can just pull it out. I don't know if there is any type of fee for pulling it out. I would assume not. But again, I think this is something beneficial to a certain extent, depending on what your objective is. Are you a short term? Are you a long term? It's all on what you want to do. Again, these markets will fluctuate. The pull percentage will fluctuate based off of the amount of people coming in. And you have to keep this in your mind that telecoms are in this, mobile money operators are in this. Everyone can be in this. So again, this is that you're paying yourself. This is that this exchange that's powered by all of us, and the liquidity that's out there. Obviously, it can be massive. So again, I hope I can provide a little bit more clarity on this and a little bit more understanding. If you do have any more questions, please let me know. I'll try to give you the best answer as possible. If it takes me a while, I apologize. Telegram, I'm not usually on there too often. It gets backed up a lot. And then Twitter is probably the best place to reach me. I think that's probably the most overall place that I'm at. But again, I want to say thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the video, and have a great day. See ya.